I'll just use the leads on him to get him back to the location. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna make a lot of chests. Okay, so let's talk about the design. How do I want this to go? Like, I want to keep the theme of the house here, so the materials will be similar. And there is one thing that I need to actually take a look at. Yeah, I can always expand this out. I mean, it looks good. We can always change it later on. So now, as for the programming, since our entry point will be through here, pillar will be here, another supporting pillar would be. So the supporting pillars will be over here and over here. I will expand this. So now we're gonna have one spacing and then our first double chest. Should go something like this. Yeah, I think that this will work. We just go to sleep, then collect lots more wood, and then we can go back. I just heard my door open. Must have been the copper golem, I think. I did collect lots of wood actually. There we go. Okay, so this will be their effective range. So this right here is the efficient way. Now what we could do is that we could actually place some slabs over here, some upper slabs, and then another row of chests. It will limit our chest amount, but it will look better since we could use item frames over here and on the top of the chests. Hold on, let me get some slabs real quick. Of course, it won't be made out of stone. This is just like a placeholder. So if we do it like this, then these are openable. Wonder if I can just like hide the entire backside of this. Can I still open it? Oh, I can. Okay, so that's really cool. So it will go something like this with like item frames over here displaying these items and then another one over there. So the main building idea is that we have another row of chests right here. Something like this, and then over here. So this will be the main design for it. Then we will have item frames over here and item frames over here to display each chest and what it has. And then one row over here for like the chest where they will put the items. So basically they will stand here. Is it here? Can they reach all of the chests here? Need to dial it back one block. I think that they should be... I don't know if they can open this though. Maybe if I do a lower slab, they can be on a lower slab. Hold on. Let me bring that one guy over here. Just simulate this. So they pick up items from this chest. So the collection system will be over here. So let's just say that I put my items in this chest. Not detected. Let me get my leads real quick. Oh, he did. Need you to go over that slab. He jump up. I'm gonna need to fix that. Can you like go down, please? Okay, so he can access that chest, which is good. Now this is only a test. Later on there will be change of blocks. If I should be able to see that one. If I do this, should be able to see the other one. So if I come over here and I do one piece of log over here, one piece of dirt over here, pumpkin, and let's go with like a stair, stick, one piece over here. I come to this drop-off shoe. Let's see. Okay, so he's looking into the chest. I want to make sure that he looks into everyone. Seems that he cannot look into the upper ones. He is too low. Needs to be one block higher. Yep, he wants to, but he can't. Needs to be one block higher. Let's change this. Do this. And you go back, I do this. And then this. Can he access all of the chests? And he is accessing every single one, but not the dirt one. Let me put some dirt in. Now, as I go get more resources, I'll let him work and see if I come back and find... Of course, because it is one block now. Seriously? Seriously? Okay, I'm gonna trap you now. No. Get in there. Stay there. Seems that he did not find the wooden chest. Which is kinda annoying, not gonna lie. I mean, I could limit their movements by using minecarts. I think that should work. This seems to be going at a slower rate than I expected, actually. I was expecting them to go way faster than that. These guys are growing up. Oh, so that just does... Okay, so I want to keep it in this state. Okay, so now it should not get any older. Which is pretty solid. So now what I want is for the... into just over here. Which will be the same as over here. So we will just copy this design to another side and then lock him in a smart way so that he does not run away. And it's still pretty good. Like, I was expecting the build to reach over here, that's why I built these, so you have space for it. It's not going to be a problem at all. Okay, so let me just make more chests, make more hoppers. Hoppers. So 5 hoppers should be enough for now. Half of you into wood. And everything into... Definitely not that. 16. Okay, that's pretty solid. Oh yes, but I actually forget. Get you out of here. I'm in here. Oh, here, here, and then with this one. Not get the full stack. This will later on be relocated into a better location and a better farm. We will expand this way now, or that way. Okay, so after many tries and tribulations, and a lot of failures, like a lot of failures, I figured out how to trap them. So now we have two of them. They can access all of the chests, including the drop-off chests, where they will drop off any items that are unsorted. This will be where they will stay for now. There is only two of them, but I will expand it by adding just one of these guys. That it will be three. As for the other golems, we will actually create them in a safer environment so that we won't have any problems there. So remove his leash though. Why do I remove leashes? Or here. You will go into that minecart. Okay, so after some fiddling with it, I found that this is the best system. So this will help them reach every single chest here. Of course, we need to put back the slabs real quick. So in this way, they will reach each of the 6 chests. Then, if they don't find anything, they will put it into this drop-off chest, which put it into this hopper, into this chest, where it will be picked up again. So it is the same thing. It will be picked up again, looked into these chests. If nothing is there, then it will be put into the other drop-off chest. So it will work something like this for now. Now, let me look at something else. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna finish this up. I should have more copper blocks now available. Make more golems. So let me just finish this up and then I'll be back. Okay, so after a long time, I think that I have reached the best possible build. So this will be the final build. They look into the 6 chests. These are the priority. If they do not find the item in question, then they will move it into this dumping chest, which will move it into this. And then the cycle repeats itself and then it goes into... Seems that we have found another spawner and another section. So while I was exploring, I have found this. Crazy, isn't it? This is gonna be a fun one. And it actually goes all the way down. Let's see. Connects to that lush cave we've been talking about. Anyways, back to getting the iron necessary to finish the storage system. Okay, so basically we just finished the mechanical build. This is my damn just chilling. So this is the build that I'm gonna go for storage system. As you can see, it costs a lot of iron, but it is beginner friendly. So if you don't know how to do redstone, or you don't want to do those like monstrous builds that people use, like those endgame like storage systems and everything, this is a really good one where it utilizes a lot of copper, which is easy to find. So basically we put everything into this chest, and then this guy looks into 6 chests. If there is nothing over here that matches the item has, it will put it over here, which will be funneled over here, and then same thing again, again, and then the item doesn't belong into this first row, will come over here, be transported back here. You could do this with like a dropper and ice, like make it slide and stuff, but that's kind of dangerous if you have a lot of items. You have a limited capacity for this. This has a limited capacity on how much it can take at one time. So if you're doing like big batches, they can stay over here and not be picked up for a long time, which will cause them to despawn. So you have to think about that. So right here, they do all that again until we reach over here. This is a placeholder. There will be another chest over here, which will be funneled into another chest, which will be exit chest, which is every single item that doesn't belong in a chest or overflow items. So once these are full, the items will go into that chest, and basically we will put like what are they called, item frames all over this area to indicate which chest is for what. We will split into section. This will be like wood, and this will be like other stuff, and so forth and so on, basically. Yep, so this is basically the build for now. You will actually now get outer shell. Keep in mind this house design over here, utilizing this over here to match, and then we'll make a proper road, and then might actually move the farm. So it will either go this way and then back, but since I already have this, I might move the farm over here and then keep this space empty. Just have the road go over into our storage system. And then we will take a look into farms, give us the items to put in said chests. So we're gonna have a wood farm and stuff like that, just to gather more resources and be more prepared, because this actually took me a long time just because I was not prepared enough for it. All right, see ya.